Shalom, and welcome back to the Noach Academy, Thoughts on Life. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most certainly to share this wisdom and inspiration with friends and family. I want to share with you a small story that I recently heard, which brings out a tremendous lesson in life. Imagine this story takes place in the Holy Land, in Israel, in a very, very observant and religious city called Bnei Brak. It's basically in the Tel Aviv district, just a little east of Tel Aviv, but very close to Tel Aviv. And there are hundreds of people waiting at the main bus stop for a bus. You see, it's the eve of one of the major Jewish holidays, and so many people are going to stay with family and friends in Jerusalem, or so was their plan. And it's obvious they don't travel on the holiday, so they have a very short window by when they have to arrive at their hosts' or families' homes. And certainly, being that they were planning to be away for the holiday, they didn't prepare anything for the holiday. And here they are standing there, and the buses are very slow to come. The bus is bus route 402 to Jerusalem, direct, Bnei Brak to Jerusalem, which is like about 60 kilometers away. And the buses are packing up, but there's only that many people you can fit into the bus, even standing room. And here is a group of people standing there frustrated, realizing that the clock is ticking away. And what's going to be? They only have a couple hours left, and it takes time. It's like 60 kilometers with traffic and everything. It takes time to reach Jerusalem, their destination. Go back home is not really an option because there's nothing ready, nothing prepared for the holidays, and they have their loved ones waiting there to celebrate together with them. And suddenly, slowly, a bus appears. And as it's pulling by and about to stop, the passengers realize to their dismay that it's the wrong bus. You see, the number in the display reads bus 308, route 308, not 402, but route 308 to Rehovot, a city which is 20 kilometers south of Tel Aviv, just about 15 kilometers away from there. What do? And this bus is practically empty. Not practically. There's no one on the bus except for the driver and a humming engine. So the bus stops, and some of these passengers who are, literally biting their nails, get on the bus, get up the stairs, and say to the driver, please, would you please drive us to Jerusalem? And he looks at them with a bewildered look. Drive you to Jerusalem? This is Route 308 to Rehovot. How can I go to Jerusalem? It's so far out of the way. It's a totally different direction. It doesn't make sense. No, but please, you're a public city bus, and we've been waiting here, and the buses didn't come. The bus is long overdue. There weren't enough buses, and the buses are so late, and at the rate we're going, we're never going to make it there by the holiday. We don't travel on the holiday. What are we going to do? And they start begging him, pleading with him. And finally, slowly, he starts to break, and he's like, you know what? I feel so bad for you people. We'll go for it. Let's go. And before you know it, the bus just fills up to capacity. And the last passenger that was waiting for that long overdue bus is now on the bus. These people were ecstatic. Immediately, he changes the route, and he's on his way to Jerusalem. Everybody, one by one, came up to the front to take a selfie with this wonderful hero of theirs. What an amazing person. What an amazing guy to risk his job, to put everything on the line. It's not his bus. He literally commandeered that bus now, in a sense, to take these passengers all to Jerusalem. And they're all calling their friends and family like, wow, and he can hear it. This hero bus driver, what an amazing person. This guy's got such a beautiful heart, such a good heart, such a compassionate person. And all the selfies they're sending around, it's literally going viral. And as they're about to pull into Jerusalem, guess what they hear over the radio? Cracks over the radio. Route 402, you're already 45 minutes late. Where are you? We're waiting for you. We got to send people back with the bus back to the Tel Aviv area. You see, This tells us a lot about life. Life is about perception. Life is about perspective. Many times, too often, we get upset at people. We have negative reactions towards them because in our perception in the moment, this person did us something bad, or this person deserves to be screamed at, or this person deserves perhaps even to be put down. Of course, no one does. You see here, this driver indeed was about 40 minutes late. He indeed was Route 402, but he wasn't stupid. He knew that when he pulls up, he's going to have a whole busload of angry, frustrated people who've been waiting outside there, biting their nails, and they're all going to scream at him, and they're all going to berate him, and they're all going to be sitting there all along the ride, sitting and standing in the aisles, talking negatively about him. All he did was, a minute or two before he pulled up to that spot in Bnei Brak, he changed the route number. And by changing the route number, he became a hero. Only a few minutes before letting off these passengers did they all find out that indeed this was Route 402, and indeed he was late. But at this point, he was already a great hero, and it went viral. All those selfies with this hero bus driver who put his job on the line. So you see, my fellow friends, and this goes for me too, I'm talking to myself, we need to be careful when we jump on someone, before we jump on someone for, quote, doing the wrong thing, for being late, for having done something so terrible as to make us upset and frustrated. We need to know there may be another side to the story and take it in the right perspective.